Matt Meehan here for IrishBoxing.com in association with PD Giveaways. With the man to soon have a debut, it was coming long enough. Jesus, Carl, you were saying that it's going to happen and it might not happen. It's going to happen. Jesus,
It's
Kev,
funny.
first
It's
off,
funny
Karl
you bit the
Sheridan,
bullet.
let's go. How are we?
I'm good, mate. How are you? Thanks for having me on.
Good. No bother. First time and not the last time, anyways.
Definitely not.
Listen, talk to me. Why now?
Just thought it was the right man, the right decision. The plan was to finish out next year or last year, and then by the end of the year, then turn over now. But then I happened to get college down in Athlone, so I was hoping to turn over straight away in January. But I'm down at Athlone at the moment, doing finishing my plumbing apprenticeship for college. So I'm flat out down there. So April now, I'll be looking forward to getting my debut going on the road.
I say it's an exciting time for Cheryl.
Very, very exciting. The real this is when you see the real me now coming out, the pro ranks.
Listen, I guess it's kind of always been a dream for you to turn professional, Carl.
Yeah, it's always been ever since start boxing. I know people always say, "Ah, like the Olympics never this and that," but really, truly, honestly, it never was. I was getting into the boxing. I was always looking at the pro fights and stuff, watching the likes of Gatti and Ward, all them lads, watching Canelo and Golovkin. They're the main ones. Gatti and Ward would be my favourite fighters.
Yeah. Favorite fight?
Favourite fight, definitely. Gatti and
Um,
Ward.
yeah, I guess you were saying kind of it's the right time to turn over. You've had plenty of experience. Just for the people who don't know you that much, can you just introduce yourself and kind of just some of the achievements that you've achieved over the past your amateur career?
I won three national champions, one of them being a national senior champion. I've won, I'm unbeaten in the Dublins. I've got four Dublin League titles as well, and I've got, I'd say, maybe six or eight multinational, international cups. And I've won just a lot of being in different countries, Germany and stuff, won boxing cups in Germany, England, everywhere. I've been around now.
You went to the Hagley Box Cup as well, didn't you?
Currently box cup, yeah, been in the final twice by top lads.
So it wasn't just the dart at the Alexandra Palace. It was Carl Shell boxing at the
Yeah,
Alexandra Palace instead.
that's it. Making a show at Alexander Palace.
Just kind of like I guess how was training me going so far? And when did you get the call from Jay to ask?
I literally only texted him now last week, and then we discussed a phone call last weekend, and then after the phone call, I knew straight away that I want to sign with him. So then I literally only started. I was tipping away down that long. I was now down doing the gym and stuff, but I'm full steam ahead now. Um, I'm down here. There's not really much boxing going on down here, like, but when I'm back to weekends, I'll be full out sparring, flash sparring, getting into it. I'm doing my strength and conditioning down here at the moment, so that's a good.
Like talk to me. Just I guess training has changed dramatically since turning over.
To be honest, not really, not as much, yeah, because the training me and my dad have been down now in the club has always been suited towards the pro style. It's always been pro. Even growing up now when I was 12, 13 and 14 years of age, people have always been saying to me, "Oh, you've a nice little pro style now. You're made for the pros." Like, even getting the national senior champion out of that pro style was good enough for me, like, because you know the way it is in the big ring down there. It's just all check hooks and tall, big, long check hooks. So now after these 4 3 years now, and everything after that, that's when it'll really start to shine. Then you see me now have the high engine, the high work rate. No one will be able to live with me.
Would you like to go through the domestic scene, or is there any other kind of? Obviously, there's multiple routes when you're a professional, but I guess the domestic scene is the one that you want to start off with.
Yeah, of course. Love to get an Irish title. That's the main thing. The main one, anyways. First, the Irish title, Celtic title. That's all the ones you want.
What division would you be campaigning at?
Super featherweight. I
Super
say now
featherweight.
the
Okay.
first couple of fights now, I'd say I'll be maybe at about 63 kg, 62 kg.
Okay.
But then when I start working for titles, then that'll be my natural super 59, be my natural weight, super feather.
Okay. So you've made 60 before, so 60, 59 before, so
Yeah, I made, I think it was 59.2, like maybe a year ago only. And then the
okay.
weights got changed, then I couldn't make 60 for amateur. But the
Yeah.
fact it's pro now and you get one way in like 36 hours before the fight, then it's grand. I'm making no better.
I guess you're one of those guys who kind of lives, sleeps, eats boxing.
Twice a day, 6 days a week. Has to be at a high level, you have to be.
Does fighting go through your family, Carl? How does that work? Is your
Me,
dad?
me dad was a boxer. My
Yeah.
dad was a boxer now. He was like about Dublin level, Leinster level. He was back in the day, and then he just always had that. When I used to actually play football first when I was like 8 or 9 years of age, but then my dad got me gloves and pads for Christmas, just so I'd be able to defend from coming, like, so just I'd be able to defend myself around if anything was to happen. And then I just fell in love with the boxing part. We used to be training for the football and all. I'd be saying, oh, no, get the boots off me. I want the gloves and pads. So then ever since then, I joined boxing. But then I was doing two at the same time, and it got to a point then where it got to a level where I had to give up one or the other. So football was the one I gave up.
I guess it's just kind of like football was the kind of like, obviously, a young kid, you want to kick out with your mates, and you want to do that, and like that's all
Yeah,
good, but kind of boxing was the one that you wanted, and you wanted to box, and obviously you probably took inspiration from, not probably, but you took inspiration from your dad, obviously, a person that you look up to since obviously the day that you were born, and you want to be like your dad, and then he gives you pads, he gives you gloves, and it's like, listen, if he's going to give you pads and gloves, then let's have it.
yeah, 100%. Most it's all for him now as well. Of years now, he's trained 13 years now in boxing now, and he's trained me I think for about 11 of them years, and he's got me to this level now where I'm at. So we're pushing through with him all the way to the top.
I guess, will you ever have a knockout? Will you ever try to have like a full knock off your outfit sometimes in the gym?
Full knock now. I don't know. We don't have that now. We have the old spar now. We do,
Yeah,
but we only have little. We don't want to take each other's heads off. We just have little loose spars.
yeah, I get you. But like, I guess that's kind of special though in a way as well, where like you don't get that often in boxing where a father and a son, like especially training together, and you have that really close bond. I think boxing kind of that way, it makes that kind of that extra special bond. Extra on top of that, if you gave me like, you're training together and he's giving you tips and he's showing you how to do certain stuff, and that's improving your
Yeah,
game as time goes on.
100%. Because boxing's a very very lonely game. Like, but it
Yeah,
makes it that bit better when you have someone close in the corner, which is pushing you all the way, and he's in the corner near enough in that ring with you. You feel like he's in the ring with you,
yeah.
helping you along the way.
I guess he'll be via part of your corner team.
Yeah, 100%, all
Okay.
the way to the top.
Um. Yeah. On that note, Carl, really, really appreciate it. Thanks so much for coming on. And yeah, can we? Do you know any date about your debut or whatsoever?
April 4th. I'm not sure about now who, but Jay said me definitely April 4th looking for a pound. I'm not sure the pound now.
Carl, on that note, really, really appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Appreciate that, mate. Thank you.